I'm Mark Gilbert from Midtown. This is the Rorschach, Georgia update from the 15th of August, 2024. A quick summary of what's going down in Georgia. Before we begin, we'd like to make a correction. In our last episode, we misspoke and called Irakli Garibashvili the prime minister when he's actually the former prime minister, as everybody knows. Sharp-eyed listener caught this and let us know. Thank you very much. We're really thankful for the heads up, and we apologize for the confusion. Move on to the update. Monday the 12th, U.S. President Joe Biden sent a letter to President Salome Zurabashvili for the 16th anniversary of the August 2008 war between Georgia and Russia. The letter was all about showing support for Georgia, especially regarding its territorial integrity. Biden condemned Russia's ongoing military presence in Abkhazia and South Ossetia, which has been a sore point since the war. While Biden's letter was a strong show of support, the European Union also had something to say about the situation. On Thursday, the 8th, the European Union condemned Russia's military presence in the occupied regions of Abkhazia and South Ossetia, tying the 16th anniversary to the August war. The EU's message was clear. Russia's violating international law and the situation needs to be addressed. The statement is part of ongoing support Georgia has received from the EU in its fight to regain control over its territories. The EU also reminded Russia about the 2008 ceasefire agreement, which Russia has not followed, as they said. For Georgia, this kind of backing from the EU is critical at this time with its European aspirations. As the international community rallied around Georgia, President Zurabashvili made a strong statement that echoed the sentiments of many Georgians. On Friday, the 9th, during a ceremony marking the 16th anniversary of the August 2008 war, President Salome Zurabashvili said Georgians will never accept the occupation of their territories. Alongside this, the Georgian government also took diplomatic actions to address the ongoing issues with Russia. On Monday, the 12th, Georgia Ministry of Foreign Affairs urged Russia to follow the 2008 ceasefire agreement and withdraw its forces from the occupied territories. The statement was another attempt by Georgia to push Russia to honor its commitments from the end of the August war. The ministry highlighted the continued presence of Russian troops as illegal and a violation of Georgia's sovereignty. While these international and diplomatic efforts were happening, things were also heating up on the domestic front. On Sunday, the 11th, Nika Melia, co-chair of the Achali Party, was attacked outside his home in Tbilisi. Melia is a well-known opposition figure and a strong critic of Otsneba. The attack raised, once again, a lot of concerns about political violence in Georgia, especially parliamentary elections coming up in October. People demanded a full investigation to find out who's behind this. But, of course, the ruling party, who is behind this, does nothing. While the political tension was high, a dramatic rescue took place in the mountains. On Tuesday, the 13th, Georgian Border Police saved 3 climbers who were stranded on Shelda Peak after getting stuck in dangerous weather conditions. They quickly sent a helicopter to the scene, and after a tense operation, the crew managed to get all 3 climbers in safely. As political tensions rose, Georgia also welcomed some important international visitors who reiterated their support for the country. On August the 14th, U.S. Senator Jeanne Shaheen and Congressman Mike Turner visited Georgia to show support for the country's Euro-Atlantic aspirations. Met with Georgian leaders, talked about the importance of the upcoming elections being free and fair. Also, it visited the administrative boundary line in South Ossetia, where they got a first-hand look at Russian occupation. As international support poured in, there was also some big moves in Georgia's political scene. On Monday the 12th, Aliko Elisashvili, leader of Mogalekebi, the Citizens Party, joined the Strong Georgia Coalition. The new alliance has shaken things up right before the parliamentary elections, with Elisashvili saying it's going to bring real change. While international visits were making headlines, some Georgians were taking drastic steps to fight for their rights at home. On Tuesday the 13th, some employees of Evolution Georgia started a hunger strike as part of their ongoing protest against poor working conditions and low wages. The strike has been going on for weeks, and the workers felt like their voices were not being heard, so they decided to take more extreme actions. Evolution Georgia, a big gaming company, has been under fire for treating its workers badly. Hunger strike drew a bunch of attention to the issues of workers' rights in Georgia. As these protests unfolded, the government was also making progress on a major infrastructure project that had been in the works for a while. On Thursday, the 8th, the Georgian government announced the opening of a new 1,800-meter tunnel on the Rikoti Pass. The tunnel connects the eastern and western parts of Georgia, making travel easier and safer. The Rikoti Pass has always been a tricky route, especially in winter. New tunnel is expected to make a big difference. Moving on. Some Georgian archaeologists are heading to Jordan for a different kind of project. On Monday the 12th, a team of archaeologists from the Georgian National Museum departed for Jordan to begin planning excavation work at the ruins of a Georgian desert monastery that dates back to the 6th century. This site, located in a remote part of Jordan, is believed to have been an important religious center for Georgian monks. The team, led by renowned archaeologist Georgi Chubanishvili, is excited to uncover pieces of history that could shed light on Georgia's ancient connections to the region. The archaeological community in Georgia is buzzing with anticipation, eager to see what will be uncovered. Georgia also had some big news in sports, bringing the country together in celebration. On Saturday the 10th, Georgian weightlifter Lasha Talakadze made history by becoming a 3-time Olympic champion. He's already a legend in weightlifting, breaking records left and right, but this win took things to a whole new level. And as if one Olympic champion wasn't enough, Georgia had another reason to celebrate on Sunday the 11th. Freestyle wrestler Geno Petriashvili brought home gold from Paris. Amid all the excitement around Georgia's sports victories, the government rolled out some good news for travelers. On Thursday the 15th, the Ministry of Internal Affairs announced that they'll start issuing international driver's licenses next week. This is great news for anyone planning to drive abroad, making it a whole lot easier to rent cars, of course. To wrap up, there was also some news in the world of real estate development. On Tuesday the 13th, Mariam Kvidivishvili announced a new resort development in Racha, a region in northwestern Georgia known for its stunning landscapes and wine. New project is expected to bring more tourists to the area, improve the local economy, and create more jobs. And that's it for this week. You, a longtime listener, longtime hanger-arounder in Georgia, want to participate in the show? Well, this is your chance. We're looking for listener anecdotes or tips about living in Georgia to share with a community of listeners, restaurant recommendations, tours you've enjoyed, cultural activities, anything you want to share, we'd be happy to hear. Email us at info@rorschach.com with a relevant subject line, Nachfundis.